Okay, so before we continue, let's make a little bit of detour and make one more brush that we can use. This will be the stitch brush. So how can we do stitch? We can do it in various ways. We can do it by adding alpha to a brush, or by adding geometry with another IMM brush, insert multi-mesh brush. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna do a curve brush which will make geometry of the stitch. So to make a brush, you have to just go to the star, and that's it. You have the brush. No, you don't. So you go to the star, and we have selected the star. Let's Shift Z this guy off. So we have the star. Let's W, which will give us this gizmo, and let's click on this customize. So we have a lot of options here, but what we want is this ring 3D. And then our star transforms to ring 3D. We can transform it to cylinder, we can transform it to plane or sphere, but we want ring 3D. So now I don't always remember what those things do, but okay, we need this. This is cool. This is exactly what we need. So I need it to be like here. This one, I need it to be a little bit more. Probably some. Okay, no, I cannot do it. I have to try with my mouse, because with the tablet it's a little bit difficult. So I want it to have one in the middle and two in the other sides like this. And this is what I want. So this one we will use. First we'll go W again, and then rotate like 45 degrees. Yeah, since this is completely horizontal. Then alt click here just to fix your pivot, and then we have to make those, this and this, make it horizontal, not horizontal, vertical. So I will select it, this reverse the mask, and then I will go here with my pivot and just do this with this thing. Now we have it. So another thing we want to do is make it like this, and then let's get symmetry, local symmetry, and just move it like this. So this will be one part of our stitch. We just want to make this shape. However you make it, it will be good. It has to have less polygons, because when we have a lot of stitches, this shape will be just one stitch, and we will have like 100, maybe even more. So if the geometry is big, it will be just not good. So next thing we want to do is duplicate this, and then move it without symmetry upwards until here. So this will be stitch by stitch, and maybe we can move it a little bit more like this. Okay. So next, what we want to do is hide this part and split hidden. So this part now is on the other subtool, and we will move it here in the bottom. So now the main idea is to have this here and this. This part we have to go and make it completely horizontal here in this area, which will be achieved by this. This thing also here should be completely horizontal, which can be achieved. Reverse the mask and do it like this. And then we will merge everything, merge down, okay, merge down. We'll have this. Completely good. The next thing we want to do is to have, this will be the beginning of the brush, this will be the middle, so the middle part will be repeating, and then this will be the end. So, we want this. We want to have auto groups, so each one will be its separate group. And now we are ready to create our brush, but since I want this to be a little bit, I want to be able to take it a little bit deeper into the mesh, so I'll make this. Yes. And I just masked the outer portions and I will make them, ooh, what? Okay. I have to mask also this. Okay, now I have masked what I want, and I'll make it completely flat, which is not exactly necessary, but whatever. So, disable all masks, move it like this. So it shouldn't be like this, it should be like this. And then the magic will be just to go to brush and create insert mesh, or you go just here and click create insert mesh, create new. Now we have this mesh, which will be our, we will not save it yet, which will be our stitches. So let's test it, how it works. So we have to go to a mesh which doesn't have subdivisions. This has subdivisions, so we won't be able to work with it. So we go to a mesh without subdivisions, which is here. Okay, and now we'll try. No, it doesn't work, because you have to not forget to go to stroke, curve mode. When we enable curve mode, now we'll be able to make it. And now we have this stitch. Let's see it up close without polyframe. We will accept it by just clicking on the geometry once, and we'll accept it, and we have not bad stitch. Not bad at all. If your stitch is too much above geometry, you can probably go here and go to depth and just move the depth a little bit down. And now it should be entering the geometry just fine, like this. You can see, if we want the stitch not to be such deep in the geometry, we can also do it whatever we want. But now we have the stitch brush, and I think we can make an icon for it. Let's try, why not? So first what we want to do is append a sphere, because most of the icons are spheres, and then we'll try the brush onto the sphere. Okay, so let's adjust the depth a little bit. So I want it to be like 2, maybe even like 8, something like this will be fine. So let's try it. Okay, this I think is good. So let's make it a little bit bigger and just drag it. Just drag it and drag it. Then disable mask and make it like this. Zoom. Okay. And I will just warn you that those icons here are square. So if we want to make it good, we have to go to document, make the document square, and then make it back to this mode again, but I don't want to do that. So what we'll do is just try brush, select icon, which we have to make first. So first we will brush, no, alpha we don't have. So we go to standard brush, and since this is not, we make it polymesh 3D. Okay, so the thing is that this was not polymesh 3D, and yeah, so I will append a sphere here, and yeah, we'll do this again. So D, oh, yes, or D here, yes, alright. And now, since this is a polymesh 3D, probably will be able to create an alpha brush. Grab doc. We have this. And no. Maybe we should save the document. Or not save the document and then export it like an image, which will be JPEG, ZBrush document. I can try to crop it more like a square. Okay. And this is of course not mandatory. So we go to our brush, which is here. Go to brush, select icon, select this, open. And now we have the icon for our brush. And now we have to save our brush as Stitch, not in Cyrillic. Stitch, where is my Mitch? Stitch imam brush. Save. So we have it now. And everything is okay. And actual Shift Z, F, and we can continue the quest of doing our character, making it perfect. So first I wanna continue on these hand wraps because they look awful now. I wanna make them look nicer at least. So how do we do that? Of course we should apply the subdivisions first. This is not good here. Let's move a little bit. This is here, but this is, oh, let me see. So everything was just one sub tool and I cannot select this, but why? Yes, it's difficult sometimes. Always, yes. Yeah, I'm dynamically subdividing again. So in this case, what I want to do here would be to just apply the dynamic subdivisions and then start to mess around with this. Okay, inflate a little bit here. Not bad. We can make something like this. Of course, Control D will be our friend here because we have to make subdivisions. Then a little bit of folds at some points. We have lower subdivision, which is good. We don't have to worry too much about losing it. A little bit of wrinkly wrinkles or folds, and we will be just fine. Solo mode. Yeah, we have this alpha. Let's disable it. So yeah, with the alpha it was a little bit strange, but now it's cool. So this will have to go a little bit over this. Okay. And we can make something happen like auto groups. So we have everything on separate group. It's not mandatory, of course. And we can just make some folds. So this will not look like some kind of a tin can or just metallic, some kind of a glove. It will look more like a real bandage when we make those folds. At least that's the goal. If it doesn't work, I will probably buy myself firearm and just, you know, end it, because yeah, But I think it should work because we don't have any other choice. So, end our lives or work? I think it will work, probably. If that's the choice, I think it should work. So in this video, we made very quickly, just for around 10 minutes I think, we have made the stitch brush, great. And now we have it, and we will be easily to make those stitches here, and we can even, those also, we can even make stitches whatever else we want, even on his cheek, for example. Not that we want to make stitches there, but if we want, we can. So that's cool. That's very cool. So possibilities, yeah, always good to have them. Although sometimes when people are given the opportunity to do some crazy stupid things, things go wrong. But of course, when you are making your own character, it's your choice what to use, what not to use, what to be your tools in your tool bag, what not, and stuff like this. So I'm not worried, not a tiny bit. I think everything will be alright in this life. We'll see in the next... What? In the next one, it's not mandatory. Okay, Control D, just to add another subdivision. I like the folds to be a little bit more pronounced, so I will use my very favorite damn standard brush, which comes from ZBrush by default now, but like 10 years ago it was not exactly by default, so we had to download it separately, which is not a problem of course, but it's a little bit of a hassle. But now it comes with ZBrush, which is completely perfect. This is one of the best brushes. It has a little bit of flaws, but it has more opposite of flaws than flows, you know. Yeah, when I don't know the word, what to say. Opposite of flows is pretty nice. Unflows. Yes. Alright, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about the stitch brush. We'll be very much using it. But we have a lot of work until we get to this belt. We have the other belts to make. We have caps to put, which is one of the easiest things, to put the caps, since we have the brush already set up. It will be just a walk in the park and taking a candy from a baby, or even taking a candy from the ground. But even that is, yeah. But if there's a candy on the ground, why should you take it? I mean, probably there are ants all over it and everything. So, yeah, easy, but unnecessary. And the caps will be easy, but very much necessary, and they will give our model a lot more finished and polished look. I promise you that. I've played this game before, and that's that. It will be. That I can promise, at least. Maybe nothing else, but this is my legacy. Alright. Yeah, sometimes I go a little bit overboard. But when you do a character for 20, 40, 60 hours, no, 60 hours, it's, yeah, I've done, but not a high poly. I've done high poly like 40 hours and then low poly for another like maybe 30 hours or 20 hours, I'm not sure. And then yeah, the whole character for 50, 60 hours sometimes. And I'm pretty fast. So some people are doing characters for a little bit more time. And yeah, I say I'm fast, and you don't see that probably, but believe it. You don't have to see it to believe it, because faith is not based on something you have seen. It's based on believing. Yes. Okay, that's right. So here, since this is a little bit squeezed, we'll make a little bit more folds. Go higher subdivision. We have to be careful here not to mess it up. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that when we put our model to be visible, we'll see that we have some skin visible at some points and stuff, which is perfectly fine because we'll fix this pretty easy. Let's see it now. But I was wrong. So we don't have. I think it's good. It's mostly fine. It's yeah. Just with inflate brush, I'm inflating at the points that I want, and everything just is perfect. I think we have pretty good wraps. We don't need to do this too much anymore. I mean, like, it's okay. The wraps are fine. But I'm just continuing. Why? Nobody knows. It's just something that I do. Sometimes just work is taking you, and you cannot just go away. It's a nice feeling. I mean, it's good because you're doing more and you're having fun, obviously, and you will make some money probably. Oh wow, yeah, cool. So see you in the next video where we will do something else. We'll see.